because we're live on Facebook.
All right.
My name is Tim West, or some call me Tim from Squim. I'm one of the prayer chaplains at Unity in the Olympics. We are at Unity in the
We are
Olympics.
there.
We're in the minister's office. I like sitting under the sign, start each day with a grateful heart. And that's one of the things we were talking about before we went live was gratitude. I was being grateful for Reverend Donna. I was being grateful for my little gratitude journal. I was being grateful for the class that I'm in and my class partner that called me this morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's just a really good time to express. But part of that, the daily word today fits really well.
Yes.
Just let go and let God. It's not always mine to do.
Yeah. And I've been really focused recently on the burning bowl ceremony for the end of the year, and remembering last year as I pull it together for this year, because last year we couldn't be here in the building. Mm-hmm. And it was like, okay, how do you do a burning bowl where you're putting stuff in the bowl to burn when we're not all together in the same place? And that's
wow. There's more ways than one to let go, but the burning bowl has been such a tradition.
Yeah. It is. Unity. It's a tradition that Unity has adopted. It's really a non-denominational.
Well, and I work with kids. That's my passion. That's my passion with Unity but we all need ways to release. And I called you one time and I said I was working on my little kids project because I have my whole book that I put together when I want to say in your shadows or in your light. I like that better. In your light. I'm
not dead. You're still in my light.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And I'm in your light now.
And yes, we share light together. But I put together a whole Advent series. And I just feel like kids are coming. But they can't really, I've had kids of all ages come through Unity with me as I've been blessed with this process. And you also said there's other ways to let go. Help me jog my memory or I'll go get the book. But isn't one of them taking that same note or taking an idea and writing on something and planting it?
I'm sure you can do that. I mean, you can do anything your little mind decides you can do that's going to work, because what we're really talking about is transforming the energy.
Yeah.
So taking that energy that we're carrying in our thoughts and our feelings and our belief systems and saying, I don't want to carry this anymore.
So to release is actually good. Now, because I've been mad at myself because I've been angry.
Yeah.
And one of the things that always comes to mind when I was angry is I used to throw things when I was angry. But now some of those things I do, I still throw them really as hard as I can, but with mind's eye to let them go. Because you told me I could do that. Do you remember that?
No, but that's all right.
Okay, I was having an issue with a certain person that I was.
Oh, that person.
Oh, yes, I'm attached to.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
person.
well, what I was really attached to was a concept and an idea.
Right.
Yeah.
That's always what relationships are about.
Yeah.
Is the concept and the idea.
Yeah, but it sure was nice to have somebody that I could grow spiritually with. And one of the conversations I had with another chaplain today is that spiritual bond we get as chaplains.
Yes.
Is so close. So close. Where do you draw the line of what is mine? Sometimes you just have to know and let go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just threw that out there because I came to you with my little thought of, do you deny a dying person a glass of water if they asked for it after you knew they wanted to go home? A lot of drama that I want to let go.
Yeah.
So how do you know that you know that you know that you know that you know? You don't.
No,
You have to let
except
go.
that you always have a knowing.
Yes.
You always have a knowing and a feeling within of what the truth is.
Yeah. So you have to go with that.
Right. And it's not necessarily that person's truth. Do I give them a glass of water or not? The giving part is on you,
Yeah.
on me.
On me.
Yeah. Is it mine to do to give this person a glass of water?
When you really just want to give them love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, or maybe support what you think they've said in the past.
Yeah.
So, Charles Fillmore comes to mind, who says, I always reserve the right to change my mind.
Yeah.
This is what I believe now, and this is what works for me now. But if I learn something different, if I learn something new, I can change my mind. I can change my mind about what I believe and what, but I have to be willing to go through the process of looking at it and evaluating it step by step and saying, am I willing to do this? Am I willing to put this into action in my life? And I think that's what Charles was saying too, was that it's not all about what we say, but it's what we do, how we show up. But if somebody has said,
don't do that. And then ask you to do it, what do you do?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes we feel like Spirit has asked you to do the same thing.
Exactly.
So the only way I know is to let go.
Yeah.
And just sit there with it in that sacred space.
Yeah.
I love Mondays. I get to spend them with you. So let's do this.
Okay. And I love this. I love Let Go and Let God. And like I said, I've been working on getting my mind and my focus ready for the burning bowl, because that's one of my very, 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 very favorite things to do. And I counted my little sheets today, my little flash papers, and because I always have to have 40. I mean, very seldom do I have 40 people there, but I have had 40 people. And
I have some great pictures. Man, if I would have just had, instant marshmallows that last time, then we were live.
Yeah.
I could have had s'mores.
And it was, but it was fun last year coming up with a new way of looking at the transformation. And how can I transform that energy? And we have that power. We have that power.
And we can actually do a flashback because it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I think I've watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very powerful.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
It was fun and powerful.
Yeah. So, but we can let go and let God anytime. And in those moments when we're especially not certain about what it is that we should be doing, we're shooting on ourselves. It's, I think, especially important to say, okay, I'll let you have this. I'll let you have this.
Yeah, perfect Michael Gott song keeps coming through my head as I drive here because I, replay the track. But I love his Surrender soundtrack. It just kind of brings you to mind that is, all things can be good when you let go.
Yes.
It's kind of like going off the side of the mountain and crossing your legs and say, okay, you got this. I don't know where I'm going to end up. And sometimes it can be really fun. You do get wet, but that's a blessing.
So I'm going to read the daily word for today and see where we go from there. Okay. So let go and let God. And the affirmation for today is, with love and compassion, I let go and let God. With love and compassion, I let go and let God. And that may be the answer to your question. Mm-hmm. What do I do? Because it's not just say, okay, you take over.
I gift her back.
Yeah. It's not that, it's with love and compassion I do this for this person and for myself.
Yeah. And for this experience.
Yeah. Letting go is not giving up, but engaging fully with the dynamic power of God. I give true support and compassion to others by releasing troubling concerns and aligning with the innate potential for good already within them. The most supportive action I can take is to affirm my faith and trust that the healing, prospering power of God is already theirs. This is true for me as well. When I let go of any need for control, I open myself to new answers. I relax, feeling confident the perfect solutions are unfolding for every circumstance. I release any habits of thinking or behavior that lead to worry. Worry is a big one, isn't it? I release regret and free myself of the memories of past mistakes. I welcome the loving, guiding spirit of God within me to lead me in the direction of my best life. The Bible verse is from Jeremiah chapter 42, verse 3. Let the Lord your God show us where we should go and what we should do. The second paragraph. When I let go of any need for control, I open myself to new answers. I relax, feeling confident that the perfect solutions are unfolding for every circumstance. I find quite often that when I need to let go, it's because I'm trying to hang on to some issue of control, something that I think I know best. I know the best answer for this person. I understand what they're saying, and I want to support that, even if they change their mind. And so I put myself in that situation. Put myself in that situation and say, there's something that I tell you that I want. And I have a moment of reevaluation, of looking again at what the decision is, what the outcome might be. Is that okay? Can I look at it again? When I make the decision, does it have to be for now and for all time? Or is it just in that moment? I can't live anyone else's life for them. Although I may try to suggest ways that they could be better in my sight. And then I feel the judgment on my part that I'm evaluating and judging this person that I love, and I'm not willingly supporting them in the best that they might possibly be. I don't know what that is. This reading says, I give true support and compassion to others by releasing troubling concerns and aligning with the innate potential for good already within them. And so I know that my sweet daughter is not on this. So I will tell a little bit about our story. Not that I wouldn't tell it if she was here. When she was growing up, I was a single mom a lot of that time. So it was a lot of responsibility and a lot of stress. And it was very difficult because our relationship was not bad. I mean, there was no evil thing happening, but there was just a lot of, just, I don't even really know how to describe it. Feelings on both of our parts that that weren't resolved, that weren't, she had a picture in her mind of what she wanted her mother to be, and I was not it. And I think there were a lot of things that I hoped for her that she was not it. So we had a lot of times where it felt like we weren't getting along. Eventually, after Gateway seminars and after coming to Unity, I did find this practice of releasing. And I was able to release her and her decisions for her life. I was able to release that to God. I could trust God to watch out for her, to take care of her, to help her along her path, just as I trust God to help me along my path, to give me guidance. And then it's up to me to decide if I'm going to accept that guidance. It's up to her if she's going to accept that guidance. It's up to anyone that we release and release them into the love of God. Each one has to make their choice about whether they're willing to follow the guidance that God provides. And it's not mine to decide that her decisions are good or bad. They're her decisions. And it's mine to love her and to support her, to be compassionate. And as she has troubling concerns that come up in her life and she shares them with me, then I try to help by releasing those for her. Because if I hold the concern in my heart and in my mind with her, then I'm giving energy to that concern. And I don't want to do that. I want to support the good for her. So I see her releasing her troubling concerns, aligning with that innate potential for good. I align with that innate power of good and support her by seeing good for her, seeing her in alignment, in the light of God. And over the years that I have been doing that from my side, things have gotten much more loving, much more supportive in our relationship. I've tried with other individuals, like people that I worked with, people that I worked for, to release them and then protect myself. But when I did that, I was holding on to that negative thought about that person and our relationship. And so it continued to manifest in a negative way. I have to be able to let go of their issues and my issues and to see them in the light of God. See them with that power and energy, that love flowing through them. See them making good decisions for their life. Not decisions that I think are good, but that they and God showing them along their path have decided are good. Good for them together. Letting go with love and compassion. Trusting God to handle the situation. And knowing that God intends all things for good. So if somebody asks me for a glass of water, if I can walk into the other room and get it and bring it back to them, I think I would do that. I don't know that I would drive from Sequim all the way to Port Angeles to deliver it. But love and compassion. And asking God, what is mine to do? The guiding spirit of God within leads me in the direction of my best life. And let us be grateful for those sweet people that come to help us learn those steps along the way, the steps of release, releasing others, knowing that God will take care of them, that I don't have to do it all, and that God will take care of me, showing me the best direction for my life. So just take a moment and release. Release any concerns that you have, that I have, about any of our friends that are out here, friends in this church, friends from the long past, friends that are already gone. My mother has been in my thoughts a lot lately too. Just release. Let them go, knowing that the good is there for them. It's their choice. But the choice is theirs. And it's always available. You just bless them and let them go. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you.
Mm.
I like staying in this peaceful state, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a blessing. What a gift. I have to raise my voice a little bit so I can tell everybody we're turning off the. This is Tim from Squim and Reverend Donna
From Squim.
from Squim, wishing you a great Monday, one to be thankful for.
Yes, absolutely.
And before we sign off, we're going to say goodbye for now.
Yes.
Love you.
Love you too.
All right.
And you guys.